host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Chris Harrison, and the newly crowned Miss America, Nia Franklin, performing their new hit, Light Up the Room, Plain White Tees. Plus, we continue our Record Breaker Week with a trampoline jumping, slam dunking basketball challenge. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest.
What happened?
Thanks, y'all.
Hello, it is Tuesday, September 11th, 2018. Welcome to the show, everybody. I still get a lump in my throat every time I say the words September 11th.
Yeah.
And 17, it's hard to believe it was 17 years ago that those towers fell, and just all of our collective thought processes were altered forever. I feel.
You think about all of those victims and first responders that went to bed that night thinking the next day was just going to be a normal day. It was actually a beautiful day, weather-wise, in New York City, and their lives were lost. It's a message to all of us to never forget and also cherish every day we've got together on this planet.
Yeah, that's right. It's true.
So.
It was a day very different than today. It was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
It was a perfect day. I remember because it was my son's first day of school. That's how I remember. I was here at work. Lola was a newborn. She was 2 months old, and it was Michael's first day of school. And it was such a beautiful day. And I couldn't wait to pick him up and take him to the park and hear all about it. And I remember thinking at that moment, because they canceled school, obviously, like they were in class, and then all of a sudden they just sort of said, there's been a terrible tragedy and class is dismissed. And Mark ran over there to pick him up from school, and they came here to get me at work. And we were too afraid to be outside and too afraid to be inside. Does that make sense? Was there, I don't know if anybody...
I think there was just so much uncertainty in everything.
It was so terrifying. And so today, it's like, when I looked outside and I looked at the weather and I go, it was so different on that day.
Yeah.
That's what I remember the most, is that it was a gorgeous day, and yet we were so terrified to be outside because we had heard, you know, rumors were flying that there were planes everywhere headed to New York.
Do you know, I was on the West Coast, and for those who watch on the West Coast or were there on the West Coast, it was that day, you still used landlines all the time. It was that morning where the phone, you were sleeping, right? It was very early on the West Coast when the first plane hit. Yeah. You were asleep, and the phone kept ringing in my house, and I saw it was my mother calling because she was on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And to this day, when I hear the phone ring early in the morning, of the middle of the night, you get that feeling of, oh my God, I hope everything's okay.
Okay, I'll stop calling you.
And you know I'll answer every time I see your number. I will never hit decline when you call.
But it seems like there's another, you know, it's, here we are, it's September 11th, and it seems that there's this huge hurricane.
Florence,
that is coming.
This is a Category 4. The images are incredible to see. Now, if there's any good news, the good news is they're predicting it to be terrible, and so people are evacuating, and they're saying get out and board up the structures. But there's a unique component to this as well. I think Bill Evans is standing by in our local weather center here. Bill, good morning.
Good morning, you guys.
So we've been talking about this. It's a Category 4. It is supposed to approach later in the week. But what is unique? I mean, all of this is dangerous, but what's unique about this storm specifically?
Well, the time of year that is coming, there are not many storms that go right into the coast of the southeastern United States this time of the year. Most turn up the coast and go back out into the Atlantic. So it is a very unique storm in that it's over very warm water. The water is warmer than normal. It's at 84.2 degrees. And as you see, it is a massive massive storm with a great eye wall of about 10 miles in diameter. And you can see the strongest thunderstorms, the purple shades, are right there in the northeast part. Well, it continues moving toward the coast. You know, it moves perpendicular.
Yeah. You tried doing this?
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to break the record for the most. Listen to this. I have to read it because I'm not.
Yeah, it's very detailed.
It's
actually
the most basketball under the leg slam dunks by a team using a trampoline in 1 minute.
That's right.
How do they come up with these categories?
You know, these are at halftime shows. These are done a lot, and
this
group is going to try to break the record, but.
I tried it in my dress shoes and my trousers, and I still am shaking from my
Were you
attempt.
shirtless?
No, not at all.
Here it is. Here he is.
Okay. Oh, look at you! Look at you go!
No,
slow motion is very cool, Ryan.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets bad. Oh gosh! No!
Yes, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
And major fail.
Don't give it away.
No, but you.
Rebound.
Yeah, less fear would help in the process.
That's all that was. That's all that was.
Of course it was.
Fear.
I'm scared to death.
I saw you pulled back mid-air shot.
Well, because you look like you're going to hit your teeth on the rim.
It really is about not breaking the teeth,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
But he found a better job.
So what?
There was a better job that you did there.
There's
What?
another
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
Oh, just standing there. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Here's
here he
my. This is my expertise.
Oh my gosh! Look at how he came in there.
Oh!
What?
Look at that guy. I mean, he flipped over and he's going to dunk it. 2 points. They're amazing athletes.
So here's my question. That's their job, right?
That's their job, the
That's
extreme
a full-time job,
Yeah, that's their
right?
That's their
Gelman,
job.
Yes.
They may
that's their full-time job.
Yeah, they may also.
They don't have
part-time
regular
team.
jobs,
I
right?
think so.
They're not
These guys
accountants as well.
Yeah, because I can't.
No,
They're
I think
performers.
that they're performers. Yeah, they perform at halftime shows. But what's great is that this is live, and they will attempt to do it live, so anything can happen.
Very scared for them.
I'm telling you, like, I'm still shaking.
Very scared for them. We have a huge show today. Chris Harrison is here. And
Host of so many things.
you know, I'm going to have to ask him about my least favorite subject.
The Bachelor?
Yeah.
See, I can get into it and suspend disbelief. Kelly has a different approach to it.
It's gross.
But what's great? what's great about Chris?
He's the only thing.
He's great.
I wish I could just watch him and none of the other stuff.
But you know, when they do these things that are live, these special editions that are live, you can text Chris during the show.
No.
You can.
No, because I would have to watch those other people.
But you could suggest the things that you really want to say and see if Chris will do it after the commercial break.
Oh.
It's
that's
a fun
a good
game.
idea.
Yeah, and I think we should put the pressure on Chris to deliver. We also have the newly crowned Miss America. Yeah, she is here. Yeah. 7th Miss New York winner.
And a performance by the Plain White Tees.
I love the Plain White Tees. Right now, it's time, Kelly Ripa, for fantastic travel trivia.
It's so weird. It's so
this is
weird.
anatomically incredible.
No, I'm freezing. I'm very cold today. I've been cold for 2 days now. I've actually been cold for 4 days, if we're being honest. And I am one of those people that the colder it is, the more I sweat. And I've recently stopped using deodorant and antiperspirant. I know none of you asked these questions, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Because it's my show. Why not? Look at my armpit. Why am I sweating there, by the way?
But that's high. Isn't that, knowing the anatomy, isn't that high for the pit?
My pits are high.
Your pits are high. That's a youthful pit.
But this one is high, too. I'm changing shirts during commercial break.
By next week, her shoulders will be sweating. Right? The shoulder blades.
I don't even understand what's happening right now.
All right. LaTanya Chastain from Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you.
Thank you
for dancing.
Good job. Sorry about that pause. I just felt like I owed everybody an explanation why I'm suddenly sitting like this.
It happens to all of us in the
So
strangest times.
Yeah.
We're going to call Mary Thorpe from Lake Orion, Michigan right now, who watches us on WXYZ Channel 7.
Hey.
Mary, good morning.
Well, good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Ryan.
Good
Hello.
morning, Mary. What's going on in Lake Orion, Michigan? Is it Lake Orion or Lake Orion?
It's Lake Orion.
Lake Orion. What's going on there?
Oh, actually, it's turning out to be a beautiful day after 2 cold days here in Michigan. So it's enjoyable today.
Do you live in one of those communities where in the summertime the sun sets at like 11 p.m.?
No.
But she did think about it before she answered.
I don't know. We used to.
You brought me back to Florida.
Yeah, we used to show a map, but now I have no idea where Lake Orion is. So, not that that would matter, huh? It's near Detroit.
It's near Detroit. It's near the Kellogg factory.
Yeah, it's in the suburbs of
got it.
Detroit.
I understand. Thank you.
All right, so here are Mary's statements. We've been doing this with the callers. We will guess which is fact and which is fiction, okay? So here we go, Cal.
Okay.
1, I used to be a tap dance instructor,
Okay.
or I used to work in neurosurgery research.
Oh. Let's see. Well, we're looking at your picture. You look very fit and smart at the same time.
Mary, who...
What is neurosurgery, Mary?
It's a department that deals with the brain and the spine.
Who is the world's most famous tap dancer?
I don't know, but I know how to. What I teach the first tap dance is instruction. I go shuffle, 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 step, and that's the first dance. But I don't know who the world instructor is.
That's
Okay,
true. That's true.
I think you're an instructor.
I think
what do
you're
you
a
think?
tap dance instructor.
No, I used to work in neurosurgery.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest, you really threw us for a loop because your neurosurgery answer
Knowledge.
didn't sound that wicked.
Well, then it worked.
Let's spin the wheel and see what you're playing for. We're being outschooled.
She's like, I don't know, it has something to do with this brain and spine. And I thought, well, I know that.
Yeah, please. All right, what do we have here?
Hey, the Buccaneer in St. Croix, 7 days and 6 nights in a deluxe oceanfront room. It includes 3 meals daily. That elusive third meal. Choice of spa treatment, round of golf, or tennis. This trip was provided in part by Priceline. It's a prize valued at $9,500. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck, Mary.
Thank you.
Okay, Mary, on yesterday's show, we talked with Emma Thompson. What did Emma say her husband wore when they got married?
A kilt.
Yes.
Congratulations, you and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights of the Buccaneer St. Croix. Founded in the 17th century and family run for generations, the Buccaneer in St. Croix is both historic and modern, blending old world charm with warm hospitality and the amenities expected by today's travelers. The Buccaneer is a premier destination resort for golf, tennis, water sports, weddings, honeymoons, and family vacations. Your prize is valued at approximately $9,500.
Oh, Mary, that looks fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, now you get to help make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive $500 in movie tickets from Fandango. So please pick a number between 1 and 217.
Number 22.
22. Congratulations. We'll be right back with Chris Harrison. You're going to change your song.
Still ahead on Live, we'll attempt to break another world record as Live Timber continues with Guinness World Record Breaker Week. We'll talk with the newly crowned Miss America. And coming up next, Chris Harrison.
Well, I have to say, not that I'm picking favorites, but I actually like this one better.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Then burn the other one.
Serendipitous.
Yes.
Hey, tomorrow on the show from the new film A Simple Favor, Blake Lively's going to be here.
So you think you can dance? Now, whether he's surrounded by a bevy of beauties on that gross show, The Bachelor, or wads of cash on Millionaire, he's always the host with the most. Please welcome back to the show, Chris Harrison.
You look great.
Thanks, I changed.
By the way,
Is it because I was coming out you put black on?
I got so hot and bothered. I couldn't wait to talk about The Bachelor.
I figured you were in mourning.
let's not bury the lead. You're not wearing antiperspirant. Should I stop too?
We'll talk about it later.
Well,
We'll talk about it later.
I am.
You grew up in Texas,
Dallas.
which I did not know, and you have no accent at all. Because
No.
I think of, I watch Real Housewives of Dallas, and they have accents.
We've lost this child. If you guys find him.
Is that you?
Yeah, that was me. I think sometime in high school, Lake Highlands in Dallas, Texas. Yeah, but I did. I had that redneck accent. And if I call my brother, my dad, and we're talking back home, and I get off the phone, people often say, like, did you just talk to your family? Because it all comes back.
So what's the thing that you find yourself saying the most?
Well, and you're Southern Atlanta, but so it's really, we just get lazy, and so we decide to just combine words.
Like what?
Like when I was a sportscaster where I started in Oklahoma City, you'd say, we're fixing to.
Fixing
to.
We're fixing to go out and
Yeah,
get
We're
golf
fixing
some
to.
beer.
Instead of fixing to, it's like we just put them together.
Right.
You can just really match up any word.
Right.
And it's just laziness.
Yeah.
But we just made it easier. And so I would do that. When I was a sportscaster, I would send tapes out, because we used to do this thing called tapes, and I would mail them out to this agent I was working with. And she said, I don't know the word you just used. Don't ever use it again.
Wow.
Please speak English.
Were you one of those kids, because you're so great on live television, were you one of those kids that read the newspaper out loud or pretended to do broadcasts of your own when you were a child?
I didn't have this grand dream. Again, growing up in Texas, there was no one in my family in this business, so I didn't really know what this meant. But like my brother, who beat me to a pulp because of this, well, he would be eating breakfast, and I would do play-by-play of him eating breakfast.
Oh, wow.
Which isn't annoying at all.
Right.
It'd be like, oh, he's pouring the Cheerios. Is that too much milk today? That's a lot of milk. It's going to be soggy. And then he would just throw me to the floor and beat me.
I mean, he kind of had it right.
You know, he did. No, I deserved it.
I'm kind of on his side.
Yeah. Most people were.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll find out about the $100 million season of Millionaire with Chris Harrison and more on The Bachelor, too.
Still ahead on Live, a performance by the Plain White T's and Miss America.
I think of all the times when I've had to put on a brave face as I struggle to hide my symptoms of depression. I'm on an antidepressant. Why do I still have depression symptoms? I didn't want to let people down, so I hid my real feelings behind a mask. Enough. No more. That's when I talked to my doctor. Really talked. I stopped saying, oh, I'm fine, and told her about living behind the mask. That's when she told me about Rexulti. She said that Rexulti, when added to an antidepressant, has been proven to help reduce symptoms of depression, without giving up any of the progress I may have made with my antidepressant.
Rexulti is not for everyone. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior, worsening depression, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in those 24 and younger. Elderly dementia patients taking Rexulti have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion to address a possible life-threatening condition, or if you have uncontrollable muscle movements, as these may be permanent. Rexulti has been shown to increase blood sugar in some people. Other risks are increased as cholesterol, weight gain, unusual urges or compulsive behaviors, decreased white blood cells, which can be serious, dizziness on standing, seizures, trouble swallowing, and impaired judgment or motor skills.
It was time to change the picture. That's why I talked to my doctor about adding Rexulti.
Feel better about facing the world. Pay $0 for your first prescription. Details at Rexulti.com.
6 months ago, I moved here.
That broadcasting of the Cheerios paid off.
See? It's the $100 million season.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means over the 17-year history of the show, this season, we will give away $100 million in total.
Wow.
And by the way, all still Regis's money.
Yes. From his personal account.
Yeah.
That is true. A lot of people don't know that.
No, it's amazing. No, we're crossing the $100 million mark of
That's
money
great.
given away.
Wow.
It's incredible. So, it all culminates this November when we reach that milestone.
No kidding.
Pretty awesome.
Can you tell me this? Have you already shot that, or?
We did. We got that. We got to that moment, and it was a special week where we went back and watched a lot of your favorites from over the last 17 years, and it all culminates on that Friday where we chose one of the former contestants to come back and play again, one of the
cool.
All-Stars.
Oh, and
we go back to Meredith seasons, Regis seasons, like all those seasons that had our favorites, and then we picked one to come back and play.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was really neat. But my favorite, and you guys will love this season, Salt and Peppa played.
Oh, wow.
Their +1, no joke, Kid and Play.
Oh, take
So
me
at one
back to
point
the old
on my
school.
set,
Guys,
Salt and Peppa and Kid and Play.
Worlds collide
Take
here.
me back.
The 90s.
The 90s.
Shifting gears to Kelly's obsession, the Bachelor
Oh,
franchise.
I talk about it all the time.
Colton is the new Bachelor, and he's been advertised
You're
as...
so angry right now.
It's playful anger.
Yes.
I'm not angry. I like you.
And that's all I care about.
He's been advertised as a virgin.
Yes.
So
I think he is a virgin, yes.
how do you test that? How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know for sure?
You know, and there are different, and
Temptation?
apparently one thing I've learned over the 17 years of this show, there are different virgins. Sean Lowe was a born again, which I didn't know you could do.
Well, that's not a virgin.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I didn't know you could unring that bell.
No,
but apparently,
I think once...
apparently you can just go, nope, time out, I'm done, do over.
How
Yeah.
great. What great news.
So there's there's a spectrum. There's a virgin, then there's the born again. So I think he is actually a virgin who is a virgin.
Will he remain that way in your view?
Not if I do my job right. If all go, no, that's going to be one of the storylines is how does he deal with it? How do the women deal with this? And it's kind of a great social issue to conquer and tackle this season.
Chris, Kelly
I know Kelly's going to be spellbound.
Listen, text him during these live shows and say what you want to say.
I need your updated information because I need your new phone number. I need to reach out to you.
It's the same phone number you've had for a
it's
decade.
the same number.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure because people change all the time. But I need to be able to reach out to you in real time.
In real time.
In real time.
It would be so good. It would be great. Just one question from Kelly in these live shows.
And again, I'm not going to watch the show. I'm just going to insert my opinions.
Closet fans.
Millionaire airs weekdays. Check your local listings for time and channel. Chris Harrison, host of The Bachelor and Millionaire.
Coming up next, Miss America's here. Stick around.
Tomorrow on Live from the new film A Simple Plan, Blake Lively.
That's what happened Sunday night when Miss New York was crowned the 92nd Miss America in the newly revamped competition. Please welcome the new Miss America, Nia Franklin.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We were just watching the moment you were crowned, and they cut to a woman who seemed half half passed out. Was that your mom?
Yes. Yes.
I have a feeling that must be a feeling like no other. Besides winning Miss America, being the mom of Miss America, Mrs. America. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a big job. It's a big job for her.
Sure
But she's ready. She made an Instagram 2 days ago.
Oh, I love it.
Just for me. She's really excited about it.
Oh,
so.
that's great.
That's great. So this year, we just mentioned it was revamped. It was a competition, not a pageant,
Yes,
right?
competition.
So how was it different for you as a competitor?
It was actually more fun for me. I felt so just alive at the competition because there was a lot of pressure off. Now that it was more so directed towards the job of Miss America and not just that one night of a pageant.
And they got rid of swimsuits so you could eat food.
Exactly.
Right.
So what a relief.
Eat more food, I should say.
Right,
My host moms actually joked with me all week. Nia, every time I see you, you have a plate of food.
Right.
So I definitely ate more than I normally would.
And you're a trained opera singer?
Yes.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I studied classical voice all throughout undergrad, and it was really nice to be able to showcase that on national television.
That's really impressive. La Boheme was your performance piece.
By Puccini.
I mean, that's major. That's no joke.
It's a lot.
At a certain point, did you say to yourself, maybe I'll just sing something a little less demanding?
Well, it was too late. Once you give them your music, that's it. You're done. So I had to do it, but I was happy to do it. It was a challenge for sure, and especially with the nerves on stage and everything. But you just do it, and when you know you've been working towards it for a long time.
So there were more questions asked. There was more dialogue. We mentioned no swimsuit competition. What was the most nerve-wracking component for you?
Standing in front of Randy Jackson, I would say.
Listen, I've done it for years.
I was just so scared he was going to be like, "It's a no for me, dog." But he didn't. They clearly were impressed.
That would be so crazy if he said that.
I know.
It's a little pitchy dog. But you have like more interactions, more questions.
Yeah.
It seemed like there was a greater impactfulness on your answers, so we got to actually know who you were as opposed to what you look like, which I think is a very positive message.
Yes, and I don't know if you know this or not, but the questions that the top 15 asked each other were actually written by the top 15 contestants.
Wow.
And so we were able to ask each other, if you win Miss America, what are you going to do? We got to take it from that type of a perspective, which was really great.
You started composing music when you were how old?
5 years old. I wrote my first song.
That is incredible.
Do you remember the song?
Oh, absolutely. I'll never forget it.
How does it go?
You want me to sing a little bit?
Something.
Yeah. Can we get a little snap? Love, 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 love is the only thing that matters to me. Hey, 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 hey. When I wake up in the morning and I see the shining sun, I thank the Lord above for all the things that He has done. Love, 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 love is the only thing that matters to me.
Randy Jackson will please do the Hollywood on that one.
Drop today.
Congratulations. Great to see you.
Thank you so much. 5 years old.
Miss America 2019, Nia Franklin, everybody.
The Plain White Tees perform right after this.
Thursday on Live, Shannon Doherty.
They're a Chicago-bred band whose new album is out now. Here are the Plain White Tees with their brand new hit, Light Up the Room. Take it away, guys.
Another late night, looking at her. All her exes never mattered. She don't break hearts, they get shattered. They get shattered. She got me losing touch, she got me losing faith, making the same excuses for the same mistakes. Before it all goes dark, before I fade away, I wanna turn you on, watch you illuminate. When you walk in, you light up the room, light up the room, light up the room. When you walk in, you light up the room, light up the room, man. I see nothing but you. sci-fi. As I'm after. Hey! She got me losing touch. She got me losing faith. Making the same excuses for the same mistakes. Before it all goes dark, before I fade away, I wanna turn you on, watch you illuminate. When you walk in, you light up the room, light up the room. When you walk in, you light up the room, man. I see nothing but you. Like daggers, I'm aware. Leave behind cadavers everywhere. When you walk in, you light up the room, man. I see nothing but
available now. Make sure you check it out. The Plain White T's.
Another world record live right after this.
Tomorrow on Live, the winner of So You Think You Can Dance?
Listen, that was so cool what Ryan just did. He took off his jacket and he went for it.
I attempted it, but I did not get close.
Well, you know, sort of.
Yeah, I'm new to this. Record Breaker Week would be a real score if our next guest set the Guinness World Record for the most basketball under the leg, slam dunks, using a trampoline in 1 minute. Please welcome the Extreme Team, everybody.
Oh my gosh!
Okay. All right.
You seriously, like, you need to warn a girl before that happens. Okay, you guys, introduce yourselves.
My name is William. I'm all the way from Miami, Florida.
Brandon Sauber from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Pass it down.
Matt Marzo from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Jesus Ill, a.k.a. Zeus from West Oakland, California.
Zeus. Joey Bartman from Orlando, Florida.
We were talking about your expertise. Are any of you actual basketball players?
I grew up playing basketball.
You did?
Oh, yeah. I still play every Thursday.
And some of you are gymnasts?
Yeah, I was a gymnast my whole life.
Zeus, what are you?
I'm a restorative justice coordinator and an acrobatic slam dunker.
Nice. All right, so what is your strategy, guys?
Make the balls as fast as we can.
Yes. And you have to go through the legs, is that right?
Through the legs.
Well, why that added wrinkle?
Well, because it's part of the record category. We should ask Michael about that.
All right, okay.
Michael Emprick, our judge. Come on in, Michael.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Nice to see you. So,
nice to see you.
the nuance is part of the category so we can break a new record, right?
That's right. So what I'm looking for today is a bounce off the trampoline, that transfer under the leg, and a slam dunk. I need that hand or hands on the rim to count.
You're very picky, Michael. Okay. Wow. Shall we get to this?
I'm very nervous. I'm nervous for you, but you're not nervous. You're all
We're ready.
They're ready to go.
No big deal. Okay,
They're
fine.
chomping. They're chomping. All right, let's get set. Guys, get into your places. Okay, get set. We're going to put 1 minute on the clock, and we've got to beat 25.
The mark to beat is 25 in 1 minute.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, take a deep breath.
The trampoline fix. They need it fixed.
Trampoline needs to be perfect so that we can get into the Guinness Book of World Records. Okay, is that good, guys?
Good.
Yes.
Okay, you'll start on my go.
Get ready.
Are you ready? For the record, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Yes! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 1
seconds remaining. I mean, it is terrifying.
Come on, guys, let's go.
15 seconds. 15 seconds remaining.
Let's come in for the final count. Come on in.
Do we have a new Guinness World Record?
So the mark to beat was 25. You did have a few misses. But today, you had 27. It's a new Guinness World Records title. Guys, welcome to the Guinness World Records family. You are officially amazing.
The Guinness World Records 2019 available now. We will be right back. Stay with us.
If you want to know more about anything you see on live, log on to our website at KellyandRyan.com.